Most people think you need millions of dollars in experience to compete with big brands, but today I'm gonna show you with my phone and some AI tools how you can build a real brand online in days. Now in 2021, this company did around $438 million in revenue. These guys are doing around $10,000 a day. Patches, this is another great idea. This one's actually a really good idea. They sold to for $100 million. By the end of this video, you guys will know exactly how a 1-year-old AI built brand can sit on the shelves right next to some of these 50-year-old legacy brands. So every single product you guys see in this store has started with an idea, but something has completely changed in 2025. This store, Publix, has over 20,000 products. Some of them started 50 years ago in a garage, and some of them started just a couple years ago online using AI. And in this video, we're gonna be showing you guys how you can build the next Dove or the next company just using AI in your phone. This Old Spice brand started in 1938. That's around 85 years ago. Look at the packaging here, guys. This probably cost them $2 million in just design team and years of iteration. Focus group, market testing, and all of this. I mean, this company is well over 100 million in sales. If we check the price here, it's gonna be around, what the fuck is the price on this shit? So if we check the price here, it's around $415. And the big reason why they can be so cheap is because they've been in business for so goddamn long. If we flip back here, the company's made by Procter & Gamble. That's a $1 billion company. They have over 100,000 employees worldwide. I mean, if we look at Old Spice, guys, they spend over 200 million a year on ads. That's billions a decade. And most of it is Super Bowl commercials, TV ads, and very traditional stuff. Now, this changes everything. Over here, we have a brand called Dr. Squatch. They started in 2013, which was only 10 years ago. Now let's look at the price here, guys. They're actually double the price of Old Spice, looking at $8 a pop for one of these bad boys. So you guys might be thinking, how does a company that is 10 years old compete with a company that's 85 years old and charge double the price? So I worked with a guy who lived in Indiana named Jack. He had no startup capital, no investors, no nothing, and he built a multi-million-dollar business. He used YouTube ads, digital social strategy, and meta ads similar to most dropshippers online. In 2021, this brand did $100 million in revenue. And just to give you guys context, it took Old Spice 8 years to hit their first 9-figure year. And it took these guys only a couple. This proves that in today's day and age, with the marketing strategies we have, you don't need millions, you don't need decades, you just need to start. Something even crazier, guys, take a look at native deodorant. As you see, they take up like half the shelf. And this company actually started only 7 years ago. Now, what's even crazier is this company is 3 times the price of Old Spice, meaning that they're 1/10 of how old the company is, and they're 3x the price. Now you guys might be wondering, why are they able to charge so much? It's because of their positioning. So first of all, super simplistic branding, very simple. All the ingredients are on the back, and again, very simple. They don't complicate it. They're trying to show themselves as a premium brand in the space. Now here's the kicker. They sold to Procter & Gamble for $100 million. Mind you, 7-year-old company. 3-year startup for $100 million exit. Now Procter & Gamble, a real legacy company owning Old Spice and Native, that they bought for $100 million. And that's the thing, guys. You can start a business like this, just like all these companies, and leverage e-commerce and actually make millions without having to be a startup investor or some real VC or some genius. You can be an everyday person and start $1 million business today. Let's take a look at another industry like skincare, right? You look over here at Neutrogena. Neutrogena started in the 1930s. It was owned by Johnson & Johnson, and they've done billions in revenue. I mean, they've been alive for 90+ years. They had so much time to do celebrity endorsements, large ad marketing campaigns, and just anything you can think of when it comes to the marketing space. Now, if we look at the price point here, guys, it's around $8.99 for the cleanser itself. Now, just under the shelf, we see another product called the Mighty Patch. The Mighty Patch started in 2017 by a solo founder. It was later sold in 2021 for $630 million. So you're telling me a company that is 1/10 of how old this company is sold for close to $1 billion and is right under the same brand. Now, what I want to show you guys here is that you don't need a lot of experience, and you don't need to be a large company like Johnson & Johnson to start these billion-dollar businesses. Now, guys, if we move over to the supplement aisle, we can see the same trend stays consistent. I pick up this product right here being Centrium. These guys have been around since 1978. They've made billions of dollars in revenue, and as you can see, right at the top of the shelves. Now, here's the crazy thing, guys. In the same exact aisle, if we look over here, we see a company called Goldie that is selling similar products, again, vitamins and supplements, that started in 2019. So this company is only like 6 years old. Now in 2021, this company did around $438 million in revenue. And a lot of that was actually from e-commerce. Sites like TikTok Shop, sites like Amazon, and sites like Shopify, they're absolutely killing it. And it goes to show, guys, that you don't, again, need to be a massive company, and you don't need to be decades old to actually build a $100 million empire. You can be just like Goldie and start a company out of thin air like that. So over the last couple of minutes, guys, I've shown you just 3 brands here that, again, have started in less than a decade and combined do well over $1 billion a year in revenue. And the cool thing about this, guys, is a lot of these brands are actually making a majority of their sales not from in-store or from e-commerce. And as you guys know, myself, I've done over $30 million in e-commerce sales, and I can say a thing or two about starting a business like this online. So let's get into how you guys can actually do this yourself. Now it's time to go back to the office and show you guys exactly how you can do this yourselves.
I got too much to live, no time to forget. New chrome, yeah, I got this shit on my head. You grown, shit, no, I don't got time for this. Alone, you just wanna somebody.
So guys, actually coming back to my house here, I have some more examples of brands that started within the last couple of years and grew into actually multi-million-dollar businesses. So right here, I actually have 2 products. Here's Cresta, has been around since 1990, owned by Procter & Gamble, similar to the other products we saw in the store. These guys, again, have been around for a long time and have made close to $84 billion in revenue. Yeah, you guys heard that right, $84 billion. So again, teeth whitening, basic stuff, been around for a while, but how about some of the new guys on the block, right? This is another brand you guys have probably seen. The company is called High Smile. So again, I think at their peak, we're doing around $300 million. They started in around 2014 with a majority of their sales coming from e-commerce. So if you guys see on my screen here, that we can see the exact same brand being Guru Teeth, ironic name. If we see on Calo Data, which is one of the tools we use to validate products, these guys are doing around $10,000 a day. If we look at their last 30-day sales, they're around 145K a day, and their live revenue is around 45K. So these guys are absolutely killing it. Again, we can see on Calo Data the type of marketing they're doing and whatnot, and how they're getting their product out there. As you can see, it's pretty good marketing. And again, this is all information, it's all public information. You guys can go and use the same tool, Calo Data, to find some of these products that are absolutely killing it. It's so cool to see that in today's day and age, you can genuinely start a business out of thin air and compete with these giants, right? And again, that's the whole point of this video, guys, is to show you how we're creating companies like this to someday become companies like this. First way is actually leveraging tools that are gonna allow you to find gaps in the market. Now, I have a lot of other videos going into selecting products and actually doing the right mindset shift in order to make this work. And if you guys wanna see those type of videos, we'll put them on the screen here because we have hours and hours of free education. But just to give you guys a little bit of a rundown on how we think here is, first you wanna find products that typically solve an insecurity. Those are the easiest products to tackle. It's easier to sell products that solve a problem and solve an insecurity because those markets are a lot more volatile and you can easily get in there, and that's why you can see the competition is always happening. So the way we use Calo Data is pretty easy. As you can see on my screen here, we go over to just some of the top products. I'm not one to put on filters. I will literally just start going. Like I'll just start over here at all products. And again, we have videos going more in depth on this, and we'll put them on the screen here, but these are some crazy brands. Like for example, Neurogum. So Neurogum is a company I know of as well. I tried to invest in them, but they wouldn't let me. These guys are doing $1 million a month, and these guys are I think it's like 3 years old. They're pretty new. These guys are killing it. All their information is available on TikTok Shop for you guys to see. Keep moving here, there's a lot of potential companies you guys can look into, but this is a great start in order to find products to sell. Like for example, right here, boom. These are the teeth whitening strips I just found. Oh, actually I think this is a new listing. Yeah, if you see right here, same product again, the one I have right here. If you look at the last 30 days, they did close to $1 million in revenue. If you look at how much they're doing a day, yesterday did around 30K in one day. Guys, imagine how different your life would be if you were making 30K a day. It's not saturated. The market isn't, over. You didn't miss the window. It's still happening in real time. The cool thing is too, if we go down to their creatives, we're probably gonna see some AI creatives as well. We keep moving down here, we're gonna find a product that might have some potential here. So for example, we'll see the Yerba Mate Magic Tea right here. So again, this is a product I've seen before, and I always use this product as an example because it crosses off all the boxes in terms of what you guys can sell in order to build, that multi-million-dollar brand. So these guys in the last 30 days have done around 900K in revenue. Again, it's all public, you can see it. Now to keep moving through other ways that we're leveraging AI to find products, this is one way that I haven't seen anyone talk about yet that I like a lot. Now the way I think about AI is, a lot of you guys might have heard the terminology, if you give me 30 minutes to cut down a tree, I'll find the first 25 of it finding an axe and then use the last 5 of it using the axe to cut down the tree. Now, in this example, a lot of people think, okay, AI is that axe that allows you to, cut down the tree. The issue is a lot of people are holding the axe backwards. What I mean by that is a lot of people don't know how to actually use AI properly. And I've seen this before too, when I start talking to people about like how we're leveraging AI tools, a lot of the people think, oh, you're just using chatgpt. Like, no, man, like there's so much other stuff that goes into it. Knowing what tools to use, knowing how to use the tools properly, knowing how to prompt the tools properly, knowing how to leverage the tools properly, when to use them, when not to use them, all the stuff that we've split tested becomes very important when it comes to building your AI business. And not to mention, I've done over $30 million of sales in e-commerce. I've been doing this for a while. I know how the game goes, and all our students do as well inside of Brandify, which if you want, link in bio to join that. But again, this is stuff that we actually do and I've actually done. So I can tell you for a fact when to use AI and when not to, and when you are, how you should be using it, right? So going over here to Prompt Cowboy, I'm actually gonna show you guys a little method that we've been using. What Prompt Cowboy does is it actually gives you the proper prompt in order to put into ChatGPT in order to find the right results, right? So for example, if we go over to Prompt AI here, I'm gonna tell a prompt of, again, let's think of a specific space that we can crack into, because again, it solves the insecurity. Okay, so again, like if you just put this into ChatGPT, it's not really gonna work that well. But if we utilize this tool properly, we can, again, find products that a lot of people aren't finding. Not affiliated with any of these tools. I am not affiliated with any tools at all, actually. You'll never see affiliate link in any of my bios. We never see any type of affiliations or referrals. I don't do any of that. I don't want to be sold out by money. The only link that we'll ever have in our bio is linked to join Brandify, which is our community where we help people start their own business, specifically being AI brand building. That's what I'm teaching you guys right now. But again, moving forward here, we can see we have the whole prompt, right? So they've given us the prompt, and we can obviously make it more in depth if we want. Now we can go over here to ChatGPT, we put it in, and we'll see what it gives us. And again, this is a very good example of how you can utilize AI properly, how other people aren't doing it, right? Okay, so right here, enzyme-based whitening foam. So that's interesting. Again, haven't seen that one before. On-the-go whitening strips. So again, the whitening strips is still a market that can be tapped because it's such an instant gratification product. Again, guys, you're selling results, you're not selling products. And this is one thing that I kind of live by, right? So if you guys have watched any of my other videos, you'll notice I keep saying the word shortcut a lot. And when you're selling a shortcut. You're selling a shortcut to what the customer wants. So that's why weight loss does so well. That's why insecurity-based stuff like hair care does so well. And that's why teeth whitening does so well, especially the strips, because it works very quickly. And if you can rip some of their content and whatnot, LED mouth guard with AI timed whitening. Again, like you can honestly just sell a normal mouth guard. There's so many LED mouth guards you can get off AliExpress and just sell them. And again, if you guys want more details on the supply chain and all the other aspects of actually building an e-commerce brand online, we'll put the other videos here so you guys can get that. If you go over here, you could sell, okay, not this big, you could sell something like this, right? Any supplier could get something like this. You could drop ship something like this and essentially just say that it's a AI timed thing or whatever. You can just make a claim like that and then boom, now you're breaking into a market. Whitening mouth tape, overnight patches. This one's actually a really, really good idea that you can break into. So again, this is just showing you guys how you can leverage AI to find whitening gummies. Like this is great. Coffee dense whitening tooth spray. Like this is great because everyone knows that coffee and wine stains your teeth. This may be like a preventer or whatnot. And again, guys, you can find these on AliExpress. A lot of these products have already been made. Okay, so moving forward here, let's say we went with one of these products that I found before. We're actually gonna go with the Yerba Magic Tea example, mainly just because this is gonna be a little bit quicker, a little bit easier to show you guys how to do. But let's brand, we saw this product that's doing really well. It's in the tea brand, it's killing it. You know, these guys have a lot of available content. content. How can we leverage AI to build us a business? So unlike a lot of the legacy brands that you guys have seen earlier in this video, AI actually allows you to build these businesses very quickly. And on top of that, helps you with the e-commerce side of things. So a lot of the brands that I showed you guys today that were brands that started, maybe a couple of years ago or maybe very recently, being stuff like Dr. Squatch or stuff like Native and all these other businesses, these guys actually make a majority of their money from e-commerce. And if you haven't got the gist already, this is the e-commerce YouTube video, right? E-commerce is what we do, it's what we teach, and it's what I've made all my money with. And it's been really important to me to teach you guys how to do it properly. So what we're getting into here is actually leveraging these AI tools and some of the stuff that I've talked about to make money with e-commerce. So eventually you can take your, day one business, turn it into something huge, and then turn it into something massive, hopefully one day down the line. So taking that with us, let's keep going forward. So again, Yerba Magic Tea, let's turn this into an e-commerce business of our own, right? We're gonna emulate. So again, we're gonna go over to prompt cowboy over here. We're gonna get a new prompt. We're gonna say, I want to build my own brand selling this product. And I think there's probably gonna be enough people selling this Yerba Mate. I think it's like Yerba Mate, yeah, there we go. So a lot of people selling this Yerba Mate. Let's go to this guy. Yeah, so this is an example. I want to selling this product, but with my own branding. That is better. Make me a logo, make me a name, and anything else would need to add to my Shopify store. Boom, we'll give it to them real quick and see what we get. Boom. So again, everything we have right here. I don't even need to read it because I just know how accurate this stuff is. Copy over here. We're gonna place it right over here. Boom, give it a second. Look how quick this is. Okay, boom. There we go. Got the name, got potential thumbnails, why it works, and they gave us some options here. So everything we need to actually get this done. Look at everything here, right? So everything we need for the business is literally being shown right here. And again, guys, this is all being done with just 2 AI tools. Now imagine if you know how to use 3, 4, or even 5 and how to use them together, you essentially have everything done for you in seconds. So good thing about this as well, if we move over to the top, let's pick out a name. We'll take Yerba Bloom, right? So if we take Yerba Bloom, you guys may be thinking, okay, now we have the assets to build the store. How are we actually gonna build the store? Pretty goddamn simple. All you guys gotta do is go over to this tool that we use. This is another AI tool that we love to use. It's called atlas.ai. So let's pull it up here. So we have no affiliations with any of these tools, but this is a tool that we've used a lot, and it actually helps you build stores from scratch using AI. So again, you'll take a store that's already selling the product, you'll put it into that tool, and it'll rebuild the whole store using AI, and it makes it so easy, right? So what I'm gonna do, guys, for you is we're actually post making this video, we're gonna take the Yerba Bloom store name, and we're actually gonna build a store out of it using Atlas. And I've done this in other videos before too, but we'll do it again. We'll take the store, we're gonna build it out using Atlas and show you guys exactly what it looks like, and we'll put it on the screen here somewhere so you can see that the whole store was built in minutes using Atlas. And if you guys want a step-by-step tutorial on how we use Atlas, you can see in some of our other videos that we'll put on the screen as well. So we'll put that all up there. Moving forward here, now that we have the store done, guys, it comes down to ads, right? And for e-commerce, a lot of the sales are driven by ads, if not basically all of them, right? So the beautiful thing about marketing online and marketing with e-commerce, and actually just marketing in general, is you don't have to reinvent the wheel, you can just ride it. So when we look at a brand, like all these 3 brands, again, very similar setup, very similar everything, right? So for example, if we look at the back of this, right? You guys can actually see these infographics of the teeth actually getting whiter and just how to use the product and just basic material, right? And again, in retail, branding is your marketing because they're picking from your products based off the branding. Same thing with Crest, exact thing. They literally, I think it's like the exact same images too. They have on both the products, but one of them just leveraged it from the other one. So it goes to show that you don't need like brand new stuff. You can legitimately just copy certain things that are working and do it on your own, right? So if we go to this example with e-commerce with the product we selected being the Yerba Magic Tea, if we scroll down here, we can see examples of videos of people talking about it.
I see this bitch right here. I promise you, I'm going to give her a big hug and a kiss, because when I say that shit works, this stuff right here, this, you poured in your drink for months. I'm mad at y'all because y'all ride me. I feel like I've just literally been ripped off because all that time when I was looking like this.
So, okay, great. So in this video, we can tell off the bat, one of the main marketing angles is this: the customer is so happy with the product, she's angry she didn't have it before. So what's a quick example I can show you guys on how we can leverage that exact marketing point on our own without any creator, without any product on hand, without anything. So again, this is a very quick example. We'll go over to ChatGPT. Again, we don't even need to prompt this. I can just tell ChatGPT, I need a marketing script for a UGC creator for a product called the Yerba weight loss tea powder that shows with the angle that the customer loves the product so much that they are legit mad no one told them about it before. So again, took the angle that you guys just saw. We're getting a script for it, and again, I'll show you guys what to do with the script. Okay, let's do this. Don't break it into scenes, just make it copy. Again, guys, this is all being done live, so you can see. There's a lot of iterations that we can do of this. Again, we're just doing the quickest example to show you guys the potential of it. In terms of like the more nitty gritty on how to like script it better, or how to, you know, best practices and all the, you know, the one-on-one stuff, we do go over it on our coaching calls inside of Brandify, which is our paid community. Link is in bio again if you guys want to join the winning squad. But again, we have the script right here. We're all good to go. So boom, we're gonna copy it. And again, not going super in depth here, just want to show you guys a quick example of marketing material you can create out of thin air. We're going over to a tool called Arc Ads over here. It's a tool that I've used before, one of my favorite tools. And all you have to do is take a talking actor, right? So this is gonna be cool, talking actor. Auto driven is fine. You're gonna add the script in here, boom. You're gonna add an actor. So you can pick any actor we want. We'll pick somebody who, again guys, this is...
Hey you, welcome.
We'll pick her. She looks fine. Boom, boom, boom. Good to go. Generate video. We'll see. Give it a second. Now, while it's loading, guys, we'll take a second. Some videos failed. All right, so we went over to another AI creator tool because the last one was giving us bugs. So we're going on a Creatify. Pretty easy. We'll put the script in. We picked a random creator. There's a lot of them there, and we'll show more examples as well to make sure this one works. Sometimes it does bug out, so that sucks that one didn't work. But to literally show you guys that you can build these businesses online without any sort of real product on hand or anything. And a good reason why a lot of these businesses, including Guru or including High Smile, made a lot of money very quickly is because they did it with e-commerce. And the game of e-commerce is actually leveraging perception. It's all perception, right? So for example, like obviously this business has not been around long enough to establish itself as a real legacy brand, but if they set up the right perception with the right marketing, people will start referring to this as the new solution and what they actually want to buy, and taking sales away from these guys. So guys, now that we went over how to find the product, how to create the store, how to do some of the marketing material, and again, not super in depth, but just to give you a good idea, let's go over the 24-month roadmap of how it looks like when you actually come to the idea of starting your own brand. Months 1 to 2 is mostly just foundation and validation. Market research, brand creation, initial product development, like actually making sure the product works and all the basic stuff. And then again, early customer acquisition. And again, you're speed running acquisition pretty quickly here. And as you guys know how we do the process of like launching the ads and all that great stuff that again, we talk about in the bigger guide videos I'll put on the screen. A lot of it does come down to picking out the right product, building a half decent store, making some really good marketing materials, leveraging AI, like what I just showed you, and going ahead and actually launching the ads to see how it goes. The beautiful thing about e-commerce, guys, and this is what a lot of people don't understand, is let's say you have a product like this. You make some good ads, you launch the ads, you will be profitable on day 1. From ground zero, you're making money. From the second that ad goes live, you're gonna spend $1 on ads and bring back $3 in sales. You'll pocket $150, and that's how you keep growing, right? So the beautiful thing about running a business like this is from day 1, you're gonna be profitable. You're never gonna not be profitable. As long as everything's working out well, as long as everything's lined up properly, and you're doing all the stuff that we're teaching, you will make money. I mean, that's how I made all my money, is because like with these e-com brands, they're wildly profitable. Every day you're making profit, every day you're building towards exit, and I honestly think it's the best business out there. So again, guys, when it comes down to the early acquisition stuff, we go more in depth on that in the other videos. We have a marketing video and we have a big guide AI video, but that's very, very important. Now, months 4 to 9, what does that look like? It's mostly gonna be growth and optimization. Content scaling and automation, right? So you guys can't rely on AI content forever. Obviously in the beginning, it's very important, but how to do UGC properly, how to get the right micro influencers, and a lot of content-based stuff, because guys, we live in a content-based economy, and to grow a brand like, for example, like High Smile, to get from here to here, you do need to leverage a lot of content. Like High Smile puts out hundreds of video ads a day, hundreds of creatives a day. They have thousands of creators under them. They have so many influencers under them. And the reason they were able to scale into like close to $1 billion business from something like this is because they leveraged a lot of content, right? And that's how you beat out guys like this, right? You beat out guys like Crest and these legacy brands by starting these e-commerce brands, using AI, finding the right products, leveraging a lot of content, growing with your content, and eventually you start making more money than them. Months 10 to 18 come down to just scale and like proper operations. So that's a lot of that is actually retail relationship building for some of our brands, and I don't expose them here, I expose them in Brandify, but we are in retail. We have some retail stores. We've dabbled into like a real retail businesses like Walmart and whatnot. And a lot of that was done because we established a lot of sales online on e-commerce. We told these retailers and these retail brokers like, hey, we're killing it on e-com. We have a lot of awareness for the product, and we put it into retail, and it's worked, and it's just become like another channel for us, right? That all kind of started with us being able to start with e-commerce and grow into that. I think the beautiful thing about e-commerce is you will never know what the business grows into until it happens, right? Like for example, you could start a brand like this and then slowly reinvest into it, and then eventually grow into a company like this. Like I'm sure all of you guys know brands like, for example, Comfort. Comfort is a brand owned by a friend of mine, Hudson, and they do around $500 million a year. That company is only 2 years old, and I don't think Hudson knew how big it would become until it became that. And I'm proud to say that that's like one of the fastest growing Shopify stores in the world, and I get to know the owner of it. But the point I'm trying to make here is a lot of these businesses grow out of proportion, and as long as you just grow one step at a time, you might end up becoming a $1 billion brand. Months 19 to 24, this actually comes down to exit prep. A lot of you guys that are following the framework that we teach are getting ready to exit within that 2-year period. And a lot of you guys, as long as you have your accounting set up properly, your exit preparation, your employees set up properly, it's actually time to exit. You can exit some of these businesses within 2 years and have tens of millions of dollars in the bank, if not hundreds, honestly, if you're going for the stars. I mean, hear me out, guys. I know a lot of you guys might be thinking 2 years is a long time, but think about this. Think about where you were 2 years ago, and think about where you are now. Think about all the things that have happened in between those two moments. A lot has happened, but to be honest with you, and I can speak for myself, time moves pretty goddamn fast. Like if I think about 2 years ago, and I think about where I'm at now, it just feels like a blink of the eye. And I honestly think a lot of you guys don't realize, but if you start building for exit now and then wait 2 years from now, which again goes by in a flash, you'll be so thankful that you did that. You'll be so thankful you actually had the exit in mind and built something real. So you guys just saw a complete roadmap from idea to retail shelf. We went over some of the AI tools I use. We actually showed you guys some of these brands in action so you guys can study them and do your own research on how this stuff is actually done. We showed some AI strategies and tools we use, but again, guys, if you want the exact tools we use, the exact frameworks, and everything on top of that, including the one-on-one support, the supplier, the actual P&L structure we use, the ad frameworks, the ad accounts, like every little thing about how to actually build the logistics of these online businesses, we have it inside of Brandify. So if you guys want to join hundreds of other people that have made a crap ton of money online, including ourselves, be sure to click the first link in bio. I genuinely do think there's a transition happening in the retail and commerce space to where brands like this can just pop out of nowhere and actually, for the first time in history, compete with brands like this and make everyday people real millionaires. Your brand could legitimately be the next Dr. Squatch or the next High Smile. All it takes is you actually knowing the right framework and acting on it. If you guys like this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe. I hope this video is educational and showed you guys the light to how much money you can actually make if you know the right strategy. So again, if you want that one-on-one support, link is in bio to join Brandify. And if you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.